I'm probably more thirsty than I am hungry. I've just been munching and munching since I arrived in this hotel. Hello there. It's your girl, Babalwa Brook. I feel like taking off my shoes here, but I really believe this hotel is not clean. March 23rd. Wow, I got the date right. March 23rd, 2021, and I just arrived not too long ago at the Holiday Inn in Spokane. Come and find me. That's what my behind looks like. Not much of a butt. So maybe you won't come and find me after all. I want to give you a quick tour of my hotel. That's pretty much it. It's a hotel room. It's not a hotel house. No, hotel condo, right? King size bed. Looking forward to that. I haven't even tried it. Yeah, it's okay. I like my bed hard. I like my bed like I like my man. Hard. I need to settle down now so that I don't make anybody dizzy. I like this long mirror here. Okay, last we spoke was yesterday. I was packing and everything. I did talk to my, I told you about my landlord, and I showed you the stuff that she gave me. She then came back and she gave me a suitcase to put all the stuff that she gave me. I think I told you that as well. I didn't get to see my landlord because they're a couple. I didn't get to see him. I love them both. I was there with the landlord for about a week before I even met the landlady. I knocked on the door this morning to say goodbye. I left around 8 a.m. and they didn't open. I guess they were still asleep. So, you know, you don't want to knock until somebody wakes up. You want to knock, and if they're awake, they can come open. If not, you want them to be able to continue sleeping. He sent me an email and said, hey, my wife said you wanted to talk to me in Chinese. Not you wanted to talk to me in Chinese. He sent me an email in Chinese. So I sent him an email. So of course you have to copy and put and translate, and then translate blah 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 blah. So I messaged him back. I'll tell you more details. It's a really sweet and endearing story. I'll tell you that on my blog, babalwabrook.com. I'm talking so loud because this room is so big, and my room at the Airbnb was big too, but it wasn't as big as this. So I knew that people could hear. I feel like somebody's not going to hear here. For some reason. Maybe it's a false sense of security. Or the fact that I cannot hear people next door. Maybe there's nobody next door. Alright, I'm just rambling. It must be all the sugar. So I had a banana from reception. And then I went back, and they said you can have as many as you want. So I went back and had another one. And I grabbed an orange. I have not eaten an orange yet. I had a red apple, which was nice and soft. I don't really like them that soft. Listen, I like everything hard. What can I say? And then they had this peanut butter cheese whatever's. It's like 200 calories. I'm so used to mentioning calories. So I had that. It was actually not bad. I'm craving nuts. I was hoping they had like almonds or whatever. I was at the airport all day today, but I didn't buy the nuts because the lines were too long. They were not worth me standing there for a small packet of nuts for $5. I had this. This was not that great because it's not what I thought it was. I thought it's the ones that are like cookies that are 2 layers, but it wasn't. So I bought this grandma whatever, which I don't like the peanut flavor because I just don't. I like the chocolate brownie or dark chocolate or whatever flavor. I'm trying to sit next to the heater because I'm cold, always cold. When I came in here I was freezing. The main point is I flew from Southern California, Ontario Airport, to Phoenix, where I had a layover, hung out with a friend. I had a 3-hour layover there, and we hung out for about 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours, because we were busy trying to find each other the first 30 minutes. After that, it was nice. We sat in one of the couple of restaurants that were open. A lot of the restaurants at Sky Harbor Airport in Phoenix are closed. It was just sad and depressing to see. So there were a couple on the floor where we're at. So I went to the Mexican one. I had 2 tacos. It is Tuesday, and the time right now is around 6:30 or so. The time then was lunch hour, noon. So I had 2 tacos and he had Coke. We talked about everything under the sun. It was nice. It was really nice that he came out, first of all, at such short notice. I mean, he came out within 24 hours. He got a 24-hour notice. He has like a weed business. So he told me a little bit about that. He was like, "You want to invest?" He never really I have not so far said yes to anybody about investing in businesses. I appreciate the concept, and a lot of them probably have a great future, but it's kind of, maybe it's a time in history or my age group or what. Very interesting how the conversation comes up that people want me to invest in their businesses. I am not rich yet, but it comes up a lot, and I'm like, wow, is everybody having a business now, or does everybody think I have money to invest in their business now? What exactly is it? It makes it so that this thing comes up a lot of people wanting me to invest. So maybe people are just looking for other people to invest in their businesses, and I'm just one of many, like I'm just a number. I don't know. I liked his business idea, and I don't know anything about like weed and marijuana, QVC, AVC. What's the thing that everybody talks about? All the celebrities are selling the oil, something C oil, and TCH, I don't, and hemp and whatnot. I don't know much about any of that stuff. So I feel like I would have to go like 4-year college first before I'm ready to even, Then he talks about farming. I liked his ideas. I've heard a lot of people's business ideas where I'm thinking, but he's already doing his business, so that's another thing. It's not like, it's a tra la 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 situation that's not even in a business plan. No, he's actually, this is what he does. Moving on. People on the flight were sitting next to each other. I was under the impression, I've not flown in a very long time, and I thought that because of the C word, we will not name names, people are being set not necessarily 6 feet apart, but I thought that the seat in between was left vacant. That was not the case on the flight from Ontario, California to Phoenix. Nor was it the case from Phoenix to Spokane, Washington. The planes were packed to the brim. People were sitting right next to each other. I sat next to a very nice, sweet lady who I'm glad to have met. I asked, "Is this seat taken?" She said, "No." Have a seat, like very welcoming. So our conversation naturally started from there. I was thanking her for making it so easy for me to sit so close to somebody during this time. And we just talked about, my job situation. She told me her story, and then she said to me, "Tell my story." Why am I choking up when I think about this? I don't know, it was just so sweet. And she's with her son. They were flying to Phoenix to pick up a truck that he's buying for his son, who's 16 years old or 17, and he has one of his first jobs ever. He's only really worked less than 6 months total in his life, like 16 or 17, and he managed to save $5,000. Come on, a 16-year-old. Do you know how hard it is for people who are grown-ups to save even less than that? You, my friend, are going very far, at least financially. So when his mom went to the bathroom, I was just like, I felt really old because I was like, "You are a very impressive young man." Because I told me other things about him as well. And I said, just don't, when you get older, because you already have a handle on things, don't let that get to your head. Stay the way you are. And he was like, "So are you saying I'm going to stay humble?" I said, "Absolutely." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm very grateful that I'm the way that I am." Really cool guy. He's like an athlete at his school, tall, handsome, down to earth as fuck. And on the flight from Phoenix, I was like, I'm not going to wait until I get to the last seat by the toilet to ask if a seat is taken. I'm just going to ask. So I asked these guys who were sitting apart from each other, there's a gap in between. It was only going to be a 2.5-hour flight. So I was like, "Excuse me, is this taken?" And the guy sitting by the aisle was like, "No." The guy by the window was like, "How are you doing today?" So that was a very nice environment as well. They were welcoming and were talking to me. So I was like, good, good, good. So that was a bit of a United Nations, almost like the first one, because First one. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I know we're not allowed to say anything anymore in life. The lady in the first one was white, and her son is like half white and half Hispanic, and then I'm black. So we had kind of a United Nations. And then here, the guy was sitting to my right was Hispanic or Latino, black still, and the other guy was white. So very United Nations. The house where I was renting, I was the black one, and then there were people who may have been Hispanic. The lady may have been from like originally from Middle East or something like that. They were so beautiful, both of them. They're a couple, and then the landlords are Asian, and then there was a white guy in the room. I was like, wow, can you say United Nations? We have everybody here, like, right? And we're all getting along. It's a really nice environment. The flight was 2.5 hours. The guy who was sitting by the aisle, turns out he was a trucker for 20 years. If you haven't seen my previous things yet, I'm a truck driver myself. That's the reason I came to Spokane to do a job for a few weeks. So we talked a little bit about trucking, and apparently we were getting excited and talking loud because the lady in front of us with children, who is loud and who are loud, turned around and gave us a bit of a look. It wasn't a rude look. Maybe we were just too loud. Hopefully we weren't cussing, because we did have children. And when she looked, I was like, oh, are we too loud? So I mean, what's she gonna say? Yes, you are, and start a fight with a stranger. So as soon as I picked up on that look, we lowered our volume because you want to be respectful. It's you want to use an inside voice. And when we were leaving, a guy was sitting behind us was like, "You two truck drivers." I was like, "Oh man, we were loud." You see, you have a mask, and you're talking to somebody that you don't know, so they can't really read your thing. And he's just like, blah, 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 blah. But that guy was nice. He wasn't like being an asshole. He was telling me, I like your accent. I was like, it likes you too. No, I didn't say that. They got me an Uber, and I'm here now. And I ate all that junk from the vending machine. Vending machine is things for like 75 cents and $1. So it's just like swipe, swipe, because it costs nothing. Oh, I forgot the main reason for this. I guess I'll check out the next video. I'll show you why I wanted to talk to you. And hint, it's actually food. I brought cooked food on the plane. Check out the next video. Like a whole thing of food for the whole week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. My name is Babalwa Brook. Find me on all social media. Thank you and